Right then, we have a new video. We have a parcel that has arrived this afternoon. I have not yet opened it. It is sealed. I hope it's the right parcel. So we're going to open it and check out what it is we've got. I know I'm thinning my collection, people, but this is a special one. I had to get it. And this was sent to me by High Pressure Airsoft in the UK, who kindly got hold of this for me. So thanks to them for not only getting one of these in, but also for getting it to me so quickly. If you like this, by the way, they did get some more extras as well, which are on their store. But let's have a look what we've got first, and then you can decide whether you want one yourself. So, this knife is shockingly bad now. So, one nice cowl box made in Taiwan. Might give some people a clue. Throw this packaging aside. We don't review packaging, but there you go. Let's open the box. Inside the box is a box. So let's get that out. Put the carton to the side for a minute. It does come in this, by the way. This is the outer box for it. And then this protective layer. And look at that. Absolutely stunning, isn't it? Nice wooden case, latched case. This is something that High Pressure Airsoft sent me. It's not part of the package. So inside the package we have a nice SIG pin. Hopefully you can see that because I can't see the camera from here. The magazine is labelled SIG Sauer P226. So nice looking magazine. There is some gas in there. And the pistol itself. And there we go. So this is, we need to remove this. This is the Parabellum P226 classic version. So this is an early version of the P226. It's got the older grips. It doesn't have the visible ejector. Obviously no rail on the dust cover. Older style markings. And yeah, that is very nice indeed. Let's just let you all look at those markings. Hopefully you can see them clearly. Made in West Germany, so that kind of dates it when it's replicated from. Obviously West Germany became Germany in 1990. So on this side, SIG Sauer, SIG Arms Incorporated, blah blah blah. Those old style grips are really nice. The coloration on it is very similar to the VFC Mark 25 slide. That slightly greyish brownish hue, which is very realistic and looks really good. So if we pop the box to the side for a moment, what I'm going to do is we will get to the VFC Mark 25. We can compare them side by side. So, a little bit of dust on this. Take the magazine out. Let's compare the magazines first. So this is an officially licensed SIG Mark 25 made by VFC. The magazines are identical apart from the Mark 25 magazine, or the magazine that comes with the Mark 25 doesn't have the 6 arm P226 markings on it. So it's a nice little addition. The slide finish is, as I say, pretty damn close. And so is the black finish on the lower frame. You can see the differences between the early 226 compared to this Mark 25 version. Obviously you've got the rail dust cover, which is the biggest standout. The grips are different. The Mark 25 has the later version 226 grips, and this one has the early version, which is less grippy. the cartridge chamber, they've both got 9mm power on them, but it's a different marking. There's no lower frame marking on the classic version, but there's no slide marking on the newer version. And on this side, obviously on this one, you've got SIG Sauer P226 and the Navy anchor, because it's the Mark 25. And on this version, it's just the classic West German markings. We will just see, make sure there's nothing in the chamber there. Nope. There's very little gas left in there, to be honest, so see if there's any more gas in the other magazine. No. So we'll gas these up. It's very cold in here at the moment because we've got a rather overcast and rainy day at the minute. We'll get them a bit of gas. And I'll put that in my pocket for a minute. So Parabellum itself, let's talk about Parabellum. Parabellum is a brand that's been seen in Taiwan and Hong Kong recently. They're, of course, are going to be another subsidiary of VFC. Or they're to do with VFC. VFC are making these, which is why they're very, very similar in construction. Another thing I didn't point out there actually is the old shape of the slide. It's much lower profile there, and the visible extractor on the new model, and the classic one didn't have that visible extractor. And you can see the different profile on the slide here, and also it's a narrower profile on the top of the slide on the classic one compared to the new version too. All very accurate to how SIGs were back in the 80s. That's very nice. The trigger is kind of vague. Yeah, it's pretty vague. Let's check the reset. Reset's pretty long, pretty vague. Typical SIG. It's pretty much the same as this one, to be honest. Almost identical, in fact. Yeah. We'll grab a WE one. So this is a WE that's kind of like an older version. However, it's the newer version of the classic 226. So it doesn't have the rail, but it has got the newer style slide. The grips on this one are Hogue grips I've put on myself. Feeding them next to each other, let's put the mag in to be fair. The Parabellum one is probably a tiniest bit lighter. Certainly feels narrower. There's a nice proof marking underneath the barrel there as well, on the bottom of the slide. It just feels more refined than the WE one. Let's pop that magazine out. I think there's a slightly different profile to the trigger guard as well. Yes, there is. So you can see a slight trigger guard on the classic version. On the newer version is a more 90 degree to the dust cover. That's one of the changes they made with the newer versions. Let's pop this back in. Oh, that's got a sharp kick to it. That is very nice indeed. Nice sharp snap. And a very, very positive lockback on the last round there, once I let the slide go. Magazine drops through. It does have that slightly stagey bit on the end there. Just give it a light tap to make sure it's in the way. But yeah, that feels really good. Nice fast cycle speed. Very nice kick. Nice solid lock open. Really impressed. So we'll have another quick look at the box. So there's two versions of this you can buy from Parabellum. This is the collector's version, which obviously comes with a pin badge and this beautiful hardwood case. The non-collector's version comes in a replica of the SIG Sauer P226 yellow box that they originally came in. The real ones came in to gun shops. This has got a lovely SIG Sauer felt in the top as well. And this is going to go pride of place on my display cabinet. You'll notice there's an MP5A3 on the table. That's because it only felt right. If we're going to look at a 226 replica from the period, it should really go with an MP5, because these two were used together by the British Special Air Service for a very long time, and in this configuration too. So that's another reason to have one in my display, because I can display it with the MP5. It's a really nice replica indeed. So let's have a quick look inside. Doesn't have guide hop. Didn't think it did, but we thought we'd check. Move that slide off, and there we go. There's the hop adjuster. There, that is suggesting it does have guide hop actually. So pop that out for a second. We'll have a look. There's your recoil spring and your guide rod hop, which I didn't think it had, but it does. And it does tell you on the guide rod up, facing that way, tell you which way to adjust the hop up. The barrel is quite greasy, but we shall remove it. Nice replication of the SIG Sauer drop and link barrel, the Browning style action that the SIG has. Even got a marking on the left side of the barrel there, you see, for the serial number, and you can't even see that when the pistol is assembled, so that's a really nice little detail. Let's pop this back in. Trying not to scratch it up, because this is one that I'm going to keep as a collector's piece, I think. Pop the recoil rod back in. Easier to do that if you pull the spring back, to be honest. There we go. And re-engage that with the hop up. There we go. And then we can reassemble. There is a bit of grease on that barrel, as you can now see. There's fingerprints all over the pistol. That's to be expected with a brand new pistol. And check function. That's really nice. Let's give that a quick wipe over. I didn't put my extra light on, so hopefully there's plenty of light on this. There we go. But yes, that's my new Parabellum, not VFC, SIG P226 early version collector's edition from High Pressure Airsoft. They're online now, I believe, on High Pressure, so if you want one of these as well, go and get them. They're not the cheapest pistol in the world, because the collector's edition does come with its box. They are limited edition. Yeah, so they're not, you know, your average skirmish piece. I think they're going to retail just over £200-ish with the box, which, to be honest, isn't bad at all, considering a out of the box SIG Air pistol. I think these are retailing about 150, 160, and you know, an Umarex Glock will cost you about 160 now. So that's not bad at all. Even a Tokyo Marui will cost you 160 these days. So yeah, very nice indeed. Very happy with that. This was a quick look at the Parabellum SIG Sauer 226 early version collector's edition. If you have any questions, please put them down below in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. Take care.